Hello, I'm Pastor Burke Owens, and this is the St. Helena United Methodist Church in Napa Valley. It is Tuesday, the 30th of March. We are in the middle of our Lenten readings for this year. As we approach Easter, less than a week away, it's Holy Week. And so today I'm reading chapter 23 of the Gospel of Matthew. We'll be reading a chapter a day for the remainder of this time, finishing with chapter 28 on Easter Sunday itself. Then Jesus spoke to the crowds and his disciples. The legal experts and the Pharisees sit on Moses' seat. Therefore you must take care to do everything they say, but don't do what they do. For they tie together heavy packs that are impossible to carry. They put them on the shoulders of others, but are unwilling to lift a finger to move them. Everything they do to be noticed by others. They make extra wide prayer bands for their arms and long tassels for their clothes. They love to sit in places of honor at banquets and in the synagogues. They love to be greeted with honor in the markets and to be addressed as rabbi. But you shouldn't be called rabbi because you have one teacher, and all of you are brothers and sisters. Don't call anybody on earth your father, because you have one Father who is heavenly. But don't be called teacher, because Christ is your one teacher. But the one who is greatest among you will be your servant. All who lift themselves up will be brought low, but all who make themselves low will be lifted up. How terrible it will be for you, you legal experts and Pharisees, hypocrites! You shut people out of the kingdom of heaven. You don't enter yourselves, and you won't allow those who want to enter to do so. How terrible it will be for you, legal experts and Pharisees, hypocrites! You travel over sea and land to make one convert, but when they've been converted, they become twice the child of hell you are. How terrible it will be for you, you blind guides who say, if people swear by the temple, it's nothing. But if people swear by the gold in the temple, they are obligated to do what they swore. You foolish and blind people. Which is greater, the gold or the temple that makes the gold holy? You say, if people swear by the altar, it's nothing. But if they swear by the gift on the altar, they are obligated to do what they swore. You blind people, which is greater, the gift or the altar that makes the gift holy? Therefore, those who swear by the altar swear by it and by everything that's on it. Those who swear by the temple swear by it and by everything that's part of it. Those who swear by heaven swear by God's throne and by the ones who sit on it. How terrible it will be for you legal experts and Pharisees, hypocrites! You give to God a tenth of mint and dill and cumin, but you forget about the more important matters of the law, justice, peace, and faith. You ought to give a tenth, but without forgetting about those more important matters. You blind guides, you filter out an ant, but swallow a camel. How terrible it will be for you legal experts and the Pharisees, hypocrites! You clean the outside of the cup and plate, but inside they are full of violence and pleasure-seeking. Blind Pharisee, first clean the inside of the cup so that the outside of the cup will be clean too. How terrible it will be for you, you legal experts and Pharisees, hypocrites! You are like whitewashed tombs. They look beautiful on the outside, but inside they are full of dead bones and all kinds of filth. In the same way you look righteous to people, but inside you are full of pretense and rebellion. How terrible it will be for you legal experts and Pharisees, hypocrites! You build tombs for the prophets and decorate the graves of the righteous. You say, if we had lived in our ancestors' days, we wouldn't have joined them in killing the prophets. You testify against yourselves that you are children of those who murdered the prophets. Go ahead, complete what your ancestors did, you snakes, you children of snakes. How will you be able to escape the judgment of hell? Therefore, look, I'm sending you prophets, wise people, and legal experts. Some of them you will kill and crucify, and some you will beat in your synagogues and chase from city to city. Therefore, upon you will come all the righteous blood that has been poured out on the earth, from the blood of that righteous man Abel to the blood of Zechariah, to the son of Bachariah, whom you killed between the temple and the altar. I assure you that all these things will come upon this generation. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets and stone those who were sent to you, how often I wanted to gather your people together, just as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings. But you didn't want that. Look, your house is left to you deserted. I tell you, you won't see me until you say, blessings on the one who comes in the Lord's name. Amen. Chapter 23, the Gospel of Matthew. We'll be back tomorrow with chapter 24.